Hey guys, Karina here, your Lucid Living Coach. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive, transformational life coach and astrologist, and I'm here to give you the full moon in Virgo video here in Pisces season. Just to let you know, I have workshops coming up. If you'd like to learn how to read your birth chart, you'd like to start learning how to be an astrologist and alchemist, then hit me up. I have 3 workshops. All 3 of them are $200. And I also have a workshop coming up here soon, Alchemy of Astrology. So how to alchemize all these energies. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, I have a lot that I will be talking about today. I'm going to be bouncing all over the place because there is a lot of energy. And of course, we're in mutable energy. So that's just naturally what happens, right? So this full moon is in Virgo at 16 degrees, March 7th at 4:40 a.m. Now, Saturn enters Pisces and will be here until May 24th of 2025. Now, Saturn has been in Aquarius for the last 3 years, and it's moving into a very different energy. Pisces is mutable. Now, there are some past dates to look at when Saturn was in Pisces before. And the last time Saturn was in Pisces is May of 1993 to June of 1993. And then it was back in January of 1994 through April of 1996. So what was happening for you? Where were you at? So for all the older folks, Saturn was in Pisces 1964 to September 16th of 1967. Now, there is a lot of energy focused on these 2 energies, which is Virgo and Pisces. We're in Pisces season. This is the full moon in Virgo. We do have a lot of Aries energy too, because we have Venus and Jupiter here. That is like getting a head start on spring. So just look around at those Taurus, Libras, and Aries and Sagittariuses. They're kind of like jumping in quickly. Now, what does the Virgo Pisces energy mean? Now, Virgo is the harvest full moon. It's mutable earth. It's known as the Virgin. It rules the health and routines, also your work and your daily habits. And Virgo is also the healer. Now, Virgo is about developing your skills and abilities through improving yourself, your environment, and helping others improve. Now, Pisces, on the other hand, is about seeking and finding peace through connecting with the ebb and flow of life. These 2 are polarities. They are one opposites. Now, the Virgin is inexperienced, not experienced, right? And seeks guidance from others, which makes this energy curious about what is or what could be. Let Pisces, imagination and faith in the unseen, intuition, dreams with no limits, take front seat when manifesting your desires. Pisces is the merging with all, like water or the compost from after harvest, or whatever is left to return to Earth, which is Virgo, for the next cycle that begins in Aries when planting our next seeds, right? In spring. So spring is like literally around the corner. We are all getting ready for the spring energetically, releasing in Pisces, letting go, using our feelings to let us know what needs to go and what we are trying to harvest for this next season. We can still love and we can still desire the things and the people that we are releasing, that we do not plan on carrying over to the next season or cycle of our life. This is a great time to be of service to others. If you are interested in a 20-minute session with me, please reach out. And that's how I want to give back to my community during these times of great changes. Now, this new year is literally around the corner. We're looking at March 20th, 21st. I'd say 21st because that's the new moon in Aries. And it's a time for New Year's resolutions and creating our vision boards and ideas to get ready to manifest them and to get to work for March 21st for the new moon in Aries. But first, this full moon in Virgo, we are getting rid of the physical and emotional junk and the stuff that doesn't serve us to make room for the new stuff that is awaiting us. There's some questions to ask yourself. What habits do I want to release from my life? Addictions like drinking, drugs, porn, sex, biting your nails, overeating, undereating, eating too much sugars or processed food, or watching television and the news. Maybe you want to release like being on social media too much and not getting enough in real life relationships. Maybe you want to release negative thought patterns, toxic people, and or being unorganized and dirty. What do you want to replace the old habits with? Now, for me, this is the best way to change is not only eliminating the things, but finding things to replace them. New rituals, new habits it's easier to release old habits when you replace them with new habits. So, healthy diet, juicing, microdosing, meaningful relationships, love, connection, vulnerability, intimacy, and friendship. Self-care, like massage, exercise, getting your nails done, meal prepping, eating fruits and vegetables, outdoor walks, going on hikes, camping, hanging out with friends and family, focusing on the positive and the good in the world, and creating your own paradigm and reality. Not looking to the outside world like television to create your reality. Integrating prayer and meditation, reprogramming the unconscious with affirmations and healing frequencies, and creating a system to keep yourself on track. Bringing order back to your space by hiring someone to clean or have a clean day each week where you tackle dirtiness. We are wanting to move forward with our plans, and we have been since last summer, but there has been things holding us back and changes of plans and the energy taking us in so many different directions. The energy is available to take action. We just have to learn and lean into the unknown and trust that our efforts will be applied regardless of outcome. Now, I wrote a blog article on my WordPress in 2017 where I was really channeling this energy, and I used the Final Fantasy release like time, and they hadn't come out with another Final Fantasy in like 10 years, and it was 15 tips and tricks on moving out of the old world into the new world and what this new world really looked like. And it actually is explaining a lot of what is happening now. So if you'd like to go over and check that out, I could put a link below. So there are a lot of timeline shifts, right? And there's a lot of paths being opened during these timeline shifts. And these paths are asking us to choose because we all have a choice. And so we need to make the moves to which the timeline that we decide to go to next. Should we repeat the same story and the lessons, which is more of the known path, because we've already repeated it, we've already learned it, but maybe we're not done completely learning it, and we want to redo over and like relearn again, kind of the same. It's like going through a grade and then flunking and having to take the grade again because you didn't learn what you needed to learn. Or we could decide to choose the unknown path where we're going to have unknown lessons or unknown blessings. Now, let this unconditional love of Pisces energy take you on a ride to making your dreams a reality. So you better dream bigger. I mean, work hard. Work hard to make your dreams come true, because that's Virgo. Okay, so after this full moon, just 1 hour after this full moon, Saturn, where it's been for the last 3 years in the zodiac sign, but different degrees, is moving into a brand new zodiac sign. 0 degrees of Pisces on the same day as this full moon. Yeah, you can't make this up, right? So Saturn and Pisces, it's time to get comfortable with change, with mutability. This energy is asking us to be more trusting and going with the ebb and flow, vulnerability, feelings. This is a time when we may need to battle our fears and our need to control with faith and trust in our own intuitions and not being focused too much on what the physical world is showing us, because there will be a lot of shows in the 3D, like online, TV. It's just using, the TV is pretty much a tool for the people in power to install fear and give us this illusion that these structures of government have control. It's also used to create the world that they want us to think that it is. Because in the new world, like where the old world, they could use these stories and these illusions and display them on this TV that they pretty much got everyone to get in their house back in the 50s so they could like sell products and sell an illusion of reality that is not true, just so they could make money and profit and they can control us, right? Well, in the new world, it could be a more powerful tool for them, because the new world we manifest with our mind, our reality. And so, like, if you completely are in the illusion that they've created and you believe everything that you are seeing on television or the media, then that reality will become more magnified in your life. So you have to be very selective on what you're viewing with your eyes, what you're hearing with your ears. Pretty much, we need to create more boundaries around what we're allowing in, because we're more affected by the things in our environment. So focusing on creating our own paradigm and our own reality around the world that we want to create, because we all get to create our own world in this new world, because the old world is dying. And so there's like a new birth of a new world. And so there's a lot of different things. So if you play video games, you've played Final Fantasy, you will know what I'm talking about, from like what the old game was to the new game, and how much more things are open, and they're not just like black and white. So you have more choice to navigate. Okay, so I digressed. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit, just because I was like really thinking about I don't know, it just like came to me, and so I just feel like I need to share the information that I was channeling and I was getting. So the people in power, they only have the control because we buy into their lies and controlling their controlling system. So think about it. Where do they get their money and resources and their power to create all these weapons, and to create and make all this like power that they have? They say power is money, and the ones that have all the money is the people running our countries, because we're giving them this money, right? We, the taxpayers, are giving our hard earned income to the government, so then they can turn around and control us with it. Does that make sense? What would happen if we just all, as a collective, decided to stop paying our taxes? If we all decided to work together without corporations or leaders or being owned by our 9-to-5 jobs, we all decided to work together, maybe build our own houses and be like, no, this is our land. This is my land. This is your land, right? This is our world. I mean, yeah, okay. So what would this look like if we were to work as a unit in order to reclaim our sovereignty so we don't get cattle called into being integrated with artificial intelligence and becoming cyborgs, or AKA the mark of the beast in biblical terms. It does seem like there are signs of the ends of the times, which is written about in the Bible. But why would the system want to warn us about these things? Maybe this has already happened before. It's like a cycle that keeps repeating, like everything else that repeats in history. This is why us astrologists love to study and investigate in looking at the planets and their rotations over time. There is so much ancient knowledge in the skies, and maybe that's why it's been shunned by the church and the systems of science and people. There is too much power and knowledge, especially of our past, and learning from it. Maybe this is the time when we should take our power back. This full moon may be highlighting what needs to be healed, what needs to be let go of, whether that is a job that just doesn't align with your values anymore. Maybe it's a relationship that's studying your growth, a thought pattern or an addiction that is no longer serving your purpose and higher values in your life. Or maybe it's us giving our money to things that we don't agree with, or we don't find value in the system anymore. So why are we continuing to give money to a system that is corrupt and broken and disgusting? They sell separation. They sell fear. They sell crappy pharmaceuticals that just continue to keep people sick. So when are we going to wake the fuck up and stand up and come together and be like, the system? Probably Saturn in Pisces. These next 3 years, I challenge you to challenge the system, the status quo. What do you want to put your trust in? Because mine's not in the system. Mine's in myself, my own sovereignty, in my own power. And we can do a lot together. So now, Pluto is following into Saturn's footsteps into Aquarius at the end of this month. Pluto is digging up and looking over the things that no longer are working for us from the old world and our old pre-awakened self. Pluto will tread new areas in the sky in Aquarius, birthing the new world and dying to the old world that in which we're experiencing right now at 29 degrees of Capricorn, and where Pluto has been and for the last 14 years, and where Saturn was in like 2000, I believe, 18, and is as if a version of ourself has passed on. And we are getting to know the new versions of ourselves, but integrating them, which died along with the memories and the pain and the loss that still speaks inside. It's always darkest before the dawn. It's always the brightest in the darkest of areas, like our Milky Way is a big black hole. And so this Milky Way, we're seeing the mouth of this black hole. We have to return to the past sometimes in order to understand the future that we desire and the truth that is understood in the present. This full moon is casting a light on what is left that needs to be purged, to be cleared, to be healed before stepping into the new and what it is that we would like to harvest for this full moon in Virgo. We will see and experience new areas of upheaval and hidden information that comes to the surface within these next 20 years, as Pluto will be in Aquarius for the next 20 years and will be entering there March 23rd. So there is a lot happening in March Madness. And if you're feeling the heaviness, if you're feeling maybe fear, if you're feeling emotions, sadness, if you're crying, emotional, if you're feeling tired, if your body hurts, if you're getting like headaches or you're feeling dehydrated, these are all symptoms of ascension and integration. I experienced a lot of this in 2017 when I wrote that blog post, and it was when I started my YouTube as well. And I just felt called to be in alignment with my higher self and with my truth. And I hope that you all choose to be aligned with your truth and your values and allow it to reflect in the natural world. So I'd like to share, if you're still around, the inside degrees for 16 degrees of Virgo, in which this full moon is. A jar of comfort crystals. And those kind of crystals, they're the pure form, and it purifies things in air and energy. And Virgo is purifying. This full moon is purifying us. Pisces water is purifying us. The mind profoundly divided between the supremely constructive and upbuilding, and the radically destructive and fragmented. So that's Virgo Pisces. The intention is to gather the best, to do the right thing, to be exemplary. But somewhere along the line, this energy runs out. And there slips in its shadows, which runs wild, creating your own troubles, cleaning up after yourself, being at the mercy of a fatal dualism that splits you terribly. The plight and the dilemma of one who has wandered into the territory of tempting forces, consciously blameless and innocuous, subconsciously charged with mischief and mayhem. And the hardest part is that it feels too late to turn this around. As you experience the fatalistic notion that this is just the way it is, you have arrived at the center of the temptation and must learn the art of radical letting go. So this is about letting go. This is about forgiveness of not only others, but forgiveness of our own wrongdoings. And not only the wrongdoings that we do to or have done to others, but the wrongdoings that we do to ourselves. The unnecessary roughness that we put ourselves through. For what? in order to grow and evolve, to learn, or to punish ourselves. I mean, there's so many different reasons why we put ourselves through unnecessary roughness. Or maybe we're just trying not to win at the game of life. But whatever that is, I challenge you to do something that you've never done before. And maybe that's something that's good for you. So, thank you for joining, and thank you for sharing and subscribing to my channel. And thanks for your patience. I know that I've been kind of slow and fragmented. It's the energy, plus it is 1 a.m. in the morning, and I want to close this with a short reading, so stick around. This wig is so itchy. Yeah, so I'm dressing the Pisces part. Look, I have my I'm ready for spring shirt on. Harvest, Pisces of illusion, the green grass, which is the harvest. Virgo, I have a Virgo moon, so this is my lunar full moon, lunar return. And I worked in harvest in September of last year, learning how winemakers make wine, and it's very, very interesting. It's definitely the Virgo part, right? The Virgo part is the harvest and creating and making the wine, and then the aging is like Saturn, and then when you come drink the wine at the winery, that's Pisces. Crazy, huh? All right, so this is for the full moon in Virgo collective reading. Whoever's watching. What? Oh, that one was nice. Popped out. I like when it does that. Now is the time and mystery. Both of them popped out. Whoop, whoop. Okay, breathe into your heart and embrace all that you allow or resist. Feel this present moment as you enter the space of now. Slip into this stillness with an open heart and mind and feel the honesty of your being. Each moment of your life is filled with wonderment, challenges, joy, and sorrow. Allow all these to be as they are right now, and you will feel free to be who you are. Each moment releases the wisdom, love, and empowerment needed to bring balance to every situation, person, or place active in our energy in that moment. If you are focused somewhere else in space or time, you miss the gift. For the only time we ever truly have is now. Be present and feel the empowerment of your truth. Beautiful. The mystical, the mystery, the secret, and what we call something when we are yet to understand it within us. Once you feel it, you have direct experience with it. Once you understand this, the realization gently moves through you. I am love, and love is the essence of everything, unquote. A new inward journey to feel and to understand the fullness of you will reveal itself. When you feel this and talk to people who are yet to feel their own mystery, they will think that you are delusional and a little mad because they can't see it. They will do whatever they can to talk you out of it. However, as you become practiced in your new truth of being, support and understand will move into your life through other people who have rediscovered the truth within themselves. So, wow, these are like literally on point with the energy right now. And yeah, that's crazy. Oh, yeah. Love when that happens. Well, it happens all the time, but sometimes cards come out and I'm just like, oh my God, like I just said that. Okay. So I'm a little warm. Well, I'm alive. Good. Blood's pumping. Okay. What's the animal spirit for this card? What energy should we be focusing on? The wolf. Oh, okay. And the bat. Ooh, why do two keep popping out? Probably this polarity. There's so much polarity, like the Virgo Pisces. Okay. So, I mean, shit. I'll just read. Just read them. Whatever. Who needs sleep? Okay. Well, the guardian of family, tribe, activism, and ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teachings, religious or practical studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Okay, that's karmic cycles right there. That's cycles. Repeating history over and over, expecting a different result. Insanity. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out adjutant wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, and fearless. When out of balance, judgmental and domineering. And to bring into balance, practice letting go. That's a good one. Okay, now we're going to do the bat. Is darkness letting go? Just said that. Death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat awaits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is the master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. Wow. Wow. Holy wow, that's strong. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. Oh my God, this is like the Saturn in Pisces. When out of balance, refuses to let go and reminisces. That's Pisces. Pisces, you have to let go. Refusing to let go is Virgo. What? To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. Okay. These cards are nuts. Okay, so two cards came out in the first and two cards came out in the second. Really don't like reading two cards, but whatever. Okay, because this is because this is Pisces season and we have the Saturn going into Pisces, I'm picking from the Mermaid deck. So this is the collective, this full moon in Virgo, Saturn moving into Pisces. What is the message here for the collective or who's watching? Okay. Okay. I want to flip that one over. Let's see. Yeah, well, yearning, longing for someone, undesired separation, pinning. Okay, pinning. Okay. Very sensual, card. 40. Okay, let's read the deviation for this card. Yearning for someone you may not even have met, yearning and pinning for someone who you love and for the moment are separated from. You may be feeling a great gulf or distance open up between you and someone you love. This may be a physical distance or a distance due to beliefs and lifestyles, yearning for a connection and a closeness that seems to be invading you at the moment, a longing for one you love to be by your side, not being able to bear another day of separation, making choices that will enable you to be together, feeling that destiny and fate are entwining your emotions and psyches with those of another soul. So this could even be like twin flames, or anyone watching that is in a soul connection or a karmic connection, and that it is inevitable that you will be together, a feeling of meant to be. But until that can be so, a feeling of being star-crossed. Circumstances can be changed if both beings are willing, longing to be with someone, even beyond this lifetime, and feeling discontent until it is so. So often we have yearned for so many people, places, things, experiences that are not to be ours. To be mermaids is to dive in, to immerse, to swim deeply, and not understand what it must be to be so indifferent to life. So yes, as with the Little Mermaid of your stories, there have been foolish things done, exchanges made, and the pain endured when we have fallen in love with life or a place that you cannot truly experience in our current form. To be mermaids is to feel, like without judgment and logic. So often apply. We are of water born and in water, in psyche, in emotions, in love, with feeling every aspect of our potential. And sometimes that has brought us pain. And sometimes we know this pinning and longing can kill us, and you too, which is why we come to you now. We know you too are feeling this pain, this yearning that is a kind of stretching of the soul till it feels it might break free from you and let go in search of what you desire. But we are here to also tell you that the feelings that you are experiencing will pass, that you can expect a breakthrough where your capacity to feel and to love and to heal and to adore is growing stronger and stronger. And as you feel this, it is possible you may wonder about your connections to reality and that what you will call sanity. Yearning is deep, is painful, and what takes place when two souls who have deeply merged their energies and their fates and their destinies are separated and do not know when they will be together again. It is natural. Creatures of the sea and the forest do this, and so do you. The pain will pass. And if it's destiny, that your yearning will bring you closer again. It will be so. We know this feeling. We comfort you, know its beauty, and know it not at all. Or know it not at all. You know what I was thinking of is the new Avatar that just came out and how they had to go hide from the elitists or the people in control and power that wanted to control over everyone. They went to go hide in the water people. right? Saturn's entering Pisces. It's weird that they it's nice of them to prepare us, right, for all this water. Also, I just wanted to let you guys know, because I did read that this too shall pass, this energy or whatever that you're feeling right now, and it's true. It's going to pass actually pretty quickly. We're in the very last weeks of winter, and Saturn is at 29 degrees of Aquarius until like 5:40 a.m. on the March 7th. So their anaretic degrees are 0 and 29. They're very, very powerful. So where the fixed signs have been really filling the Saturn for the last 3 years, which is Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus, this Saturn shifting into the mutable sign will relieve us fixed signs from that heavy energy of Saturn. And yeah, so there is a lot to look forward to. Don't be scared. Just thought I'd say that. Really tired. This is the Gaia. Pick from the Gaia. Is there anything here for the collective? Come on. Whoa. The message. Ah! Positive news. Positive outcome. I was just saying that. Look at what flew out. I mean, this flew out. Like, flew out. Why is it disappearing? Gotta have a face? I need to get myself a real green screen. 28, 28. The anxious wait is nearly over, and a time of celebration is near. You will soon receive good news. This may come from a land far away, or it may come from someone close to you. In any case, an issue of major importance has a positive outcome. This may relate to you or someone dear to you. What a relief. You can now rest easy in the knowledge that all is well. Thank the universe for this blessing and give thanks to the earth and the stars also. Remember that our lives are forever held in their eternal embrace. Whether we know it or not, we are surrounded always by unconditional love. And the affirmation for this card is, I thank the earth and stars for every blessing. I give thanks for the love that fills and surrounds me. I am loved unconditionally by the benevolent universe. My mind is full of light. My heart is forever grateful. Wow. You know, I'm recording this on the day when Jupiter and Venus are conjunct, which are the two benefics coming together to bless us before for the craziness, giving us hope. Oh, what death! Ah! Are you kidding me right now? I mean, that just popped out. It was like, I know what card I want to come out. The death card. That's Saturn, which is crazy. Oh no, death, no. The death card. Oh yeah. No. The devil card is Saturn. So the death card's Pluto. And Pluto's switching signs. Crazy. All right, let's see. Death. Okay. 93. Okay, so this card signals an ending, change, like a metaphorical death is currently happening on the horizon. It may feel like the universe is stripping things away from you. You may feel shaken, raw, and uncertain. This is okay. This period is preparation for what is to come. New adventure and abundance is making its way to you and needs space. Sometimes we can get too focused on the things that we need to get rid of, Virgo, or the things that need to die, that we are not inviting new things into our life, Pisces. When we bring in more life, it is easier, life Aries, it's easier to allow things to die. If you find yourself in a period of death, try to incorporate some new things you can enjoy to create balance, which I actually just sought out this cool Buddhist church. And so I'm integrating meditation and, more awakening into my life in new ways. And I'm excited about that. So I will end this reading with a little part. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So we got the 9th house, Virgo, 9th house, Venus. Wow. So there is a lot of our values and our love shifting into higher areas, if that makes sense. So the 9th house is more so like traveling to foreign lands, but it's also the spirituality, something outside of ourselves. Maybe we're looking for more love and relationships that have more of a soul connection, more of a higher meaning. Our values as well are also shifting. Our beliefs are shifting. What we believe maybe we deserved, or maybe what we believe that we could accumulate, like what we could provide for ourselves, like abundance, like our beliefs around abundance are shifting and changing. There could be a highlight to that. Just allowing ourselves to have more, to create more in our life, and not having fear of what may be or the unknown, and just doing it and knowing that you're learning something from it, if that makes sense. The sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. That's cool. I'll take that. All right, guys, thanks for sticking in as long as you did. And if you have not already, please like and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And thanks for joining. And I just wish you guys the best transformational, enlightening, awakening period of time here, and letting go and get busy on cleaning and organizing and getting rid of stuff, not only in your physical house, but your soul house inside this body. All right, peace out, your Lucid Living Coach, Karina.